frigid temperatures hitting the country are now impacting our wallets. Natural gas in America is the leading source of heating our homes, right? It means extreme cold can dramatically increase demand. Bloomberg reporting last week that natural gas was on track for the biggest weekly increase since 1990 and at the highest price since 2022. Mike Casciano is the NOCO president and COO, and he joins us live here tonight. Mike, great to see you.
Thanks, Michael.
Can't think of anybody better to talk to about this. And my worry is people are going to get their natural gas bills, I don't know, in a few weeks, factoring in this cold spell we've gone through and see some real sticker shock. What are you expecting?
There's no doubt about it. We're used to these temperatures in Buffalo, but these Buffalo temperatures have gone from the south central part of the country to the southeast. And overall, the amount of supply has just been drained by everybody in the country. So there's just less natural gas available, and when there's less gas and more demand, the prices go up.
It's interesting, too, because we talk about electricity prices, which have also been increasing dramatically, and there are lots of reasons why, right? But people oftentimes don't know natural gas is used to essentially fuel the electric grid, so we sort of get hit twice on that.
You're right. So we can expect in our region, you know, when in New York State, 49% of all of electricity comes from natural gas.
Wow.
So when the natural gas prices are up, what's going to follow is the electric prices.
So right now people are wondering, what can I do? And obviously you were telling me earlier there are, you know, things you can do in the short term, medium term, long term. What would you suggest to folks?
Yeah, some easy things that you can do in the home is you can just reduce your thermostat by 1 or 2 or 3 degrees. Just get comfortable, but reduce that it will have an incredible impact on your use and your ultimate bill. And we offer free energy assessments, and just knowing where you're losing energy in the home and remedying those situations will also bring your use down and save you money.
And so if that's not enough, I mean, that might help a little bit. What about for folks who are looking for bigger savings?
Yeah, some longer term things is, you know, look at your furnace and have a high efficiency furnace, because you can get about an 18 to 20% reduction in your overall electric bill if you have a high efficiency furnace. And if you're willing to go all the way, you can take yourself right off the grid and think about solar, and that has a quick and immediate impact as well.
We always think of NOCO because for a long time you ran a lot of gas stations. You guys are now heavily involved in, and way more diversified than that, and involved in a lot of this stuff.
That's right. Yeah, this is our business. We're a full service energy business that wants to save our customers money on their energy bills. So we are out there trying to give people the advice to do that.
Are folks now, especially when you see where the trends are going with something like natural gas or even with electricity, are more folks considering things like solar and geothermal or these alternative sources?
Without a doubt, because the return on that investment is much shorter than it used to be because the prices are so high.
And so long term, it seemed like we were moving toward a lot of renewable energy sources, and maybe in New York State some of that is still happening, but some of the federal tax credits no longer exist. I mean, where do you see that part of this going?
Yeah, some of those federal tax credits have kind of acquiesced, but the state credits are there and the incentives are still there, and quite frankly the dough is still there. You can save money by doing this. So people who really dig into it understand that that's the way to do it.
Well, especially with electricity, we've talked so much about all these big data centers, and AI is using up so much electricity that puts, you know, such a strain on demand. Long term, I mean, what do we do? We're talking about doing more nuclear now in New York State. I mean, is it sort of an all of the above? I
think it's all of the above. Certainly the nuclear energy is the cleanest and will provide the biggest impact to us, but in this state we're talking about years away.
Yep.
So I'm more of a realist of what can I do today, and some of the things we talked about today are available.
Yeah. When people look at their bill now, should they think, the natural gas bill, should they think this is the new normal, or are we sort of just in a spike at the moment because of the crazy weather we've seen across the country?
We're in a spike, but you can plan on the next 2 months of seeing that spike, and it'll gradually come down, but there's going to be some real shockers out there in the market.
Finally, for someone who's watching who says, all right, I'm going to do one thing right now to save myself a little bit of money, what is the one thing you would suggest?
I'd replace your filter in your furnace, and I'd lower your thermostat. Those are two things.
The filter can do that big of a difference. All right. Mike Casciano, President and COO of NOCO. Invaluable to get your insight on this. Thanks so much. Good to see you.